Mame fa na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Ashafanya tifo mema obibia akwaba ha eye PENDREAM TV. Bernard Odo techi adodo na friend of B.O.T din sembe tudwa o kire se NPP for no dodo na nya yakran komme NDC for. Na omukọ cabinet meeting na se obi de suggestion. And I say obi the idea ba kra afema can it me shout in the panel. And some hodo bi ka when na Bernard Odo techi ede tudwa. My person be come on your team and send no entry mu. Say subscribe ya ma also be me subscribe button. Na click the notification icon no. Jordan chire or comment section like na share the media no ma afoforo ensa enkabi. Come on your team and send my Bernard Odo techi adodo na friend B.O.T ede tudwa.
B.O.T. The shall see flow so. Yem flow.
Oheneba mamen chia Ghana for ni chicho ni NDC for nyina. Mamen chia His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na bedi atri. Na ma chia national chairman any obibi or part of the NDC fraternity. NDC has become so attractive to the point say first time since 1992 after budget reading no Ashanti region attending more greener.
Wow.
Obviously, Nkobeka say, oh, Asante mind there, oh, the NDC crash summer and co. But after 11th of March, our budget reading happened, and so we did the waves are a blue noir. I am pretty sure very much more people will join the NDC. And then, on share Madame Fubia, no, yeah, CEO and the NPP.
Okay.
No, chief executive, also one of the prominent organizations.
Okay.
And then you share our bank and I can say you say B.O.T. You are regret to say NT Ghana for soon. Because we had a president and now two for now untie. If I didn't come up for solid 45 minutes. Putin who said NPP for Benya and come NDC for.
Nanka.
And Benya na because in the NDC you are able to express your thought and your mind and your conscience.
Yeah.
Also I want to make a cabinet meeting. There is a CEO, top level CEO, because of say, or cabinet meeting with this suggestion ban. Can refer to me shut a colleague minister up.
Wow.
A colleague minister only unite the same cabinet minister. Or the idea about idea where you are by M1 man, one way are China, or budget the Baba was so and on that so. And the NPP for shall say who say, a political party more, ye many pakwan no munchro madden. Wow. I am so proud of myself. Say me joining NDC.
Wow.
Because the reasons are obvious. State Interest and Governance Authority meeting course. The case State and Government meeting here. All state-owned enterprise, joint ventureship, are buying what take shares women. And then, Mampanini Omushi no catch you say. Any state-owned enterprise, I be book and yan and your mommy and son is busy. If that's all, be major, or be tall, and also be gino.
Yeah.
Straight.
And you see a car say,
Who
are also be a sound. I mean, you may think put your whoso because
you do not
coffee. You go no, and you the private sector.
No can send you so say. Any state
so ma o me ya pambo mo e ko trefi.
Any CEO so Obama minor bucket to say you see Jimmy Coco Bonne Bank of Ghana no. Obe make sure say be prosecute too. No. Enti any business as usual. Anybody toss you know. And the Bank of Ghana board members here throw them in. Into call Bank of Ghana now. It is now fully constituted.
Okay.
Now the Bank of Ghana who here our mind be to say Ghana and say so can Ghana constitution article 183 a whole Bank of Ghana Jumedie.
Okay.
Now the Bank of Ghana Jumedie edimuni say a basic asamuntu to on krabata kese you know the monetary policy and the fiscal policy.
Okay.
Fiscal policy ni ye finance minister na said there. And the fiscal policy ni be then so budget to or best spend it to no a baby home counter and no your daughter case lato force na said here.
Okay.
Well, yes, then you come to the monetary policy regime of the government. And on the chair choir buying fast to Tosika. To say the no come lata KJTS Sunai Kumasi teaching my marketer ukoton toast ne bayere no ye sika dwaman so a ye to sika tonska ye friend the financial market and financial market no so both money and capital market sa dwumadi kese ni nyina de esi nan so ye the governor of the Bank of Ghana only by in fast so Ghana constitution we ya makan more than 20 times the only organization in Ghana any CEO senior board chairman at the Bank of Ghana. Any other organization, a CEO cannot be a board chairman. But to do Bank of Ghana and Kwano, the governor of the Bank of Ghana, who is the CEO of the Bank of Ghana, is also the board chairman. Wow. The chairman said, Obia the governor na Sudian Eyasonko. Anything a senior governor be to say this thing, not the governor. Otini kasiko over 60 billion. Na Bank of Ghana boka around 4 billion wa kwatene fie na ododo no. Ya anya ne hwe. Otini the Bank of Ghana headquarters ema sayensi. Osha say first na kanam $88 million. Yeah. Eko $1.2 million. About 180 something, 220 something. About the $261 million. Entieme abua mampenye be de chi so Bank of Ghana governors ni okachro omo say e was say ye mebuo ba Bank of Ghana. And in fact, Bank of Ghana ni hu tumi so kwesika bo nkodi tumi free parliament. Wow. And the Kufuor do pension kwa na Bank of Ghana tumi so one day. O kwesika over 22 billion no parliamentary approval. The catwo IGP damper ne this measure. Yeah. And ensuo na eto na emuna Minimdia. Minya meteorological service worker, but I realize that the good say so me talk. Yeah. Look, manya akwanya abra wo show me yete hey. A lot of police officers were chatting me. Yeah. Look, there's joy and momentum in the police service. Let me tell you one thing I saw about Dampare. Publicly, Ojani Niyama say, oh, Obrani Nwa say, no Joe. But inwardly in-house, the police officers were not happy. And let me tell you, in the space of 3 days, so we two fundamental Niyama esi wa Ghana for Abedo NDC, the 2025 fiscal year budget and the sacking of Dampare. Perfect. Sena Udia pa or Chinaremia Soviet. Now the Soviet must happen within the Ghana police service. Yenyanum NDC for the mamma say, oh, Nanka was said down Paratina Hono, Obia and Nimu San the national security architecture of the government. Me and the military, you know, said, yeah, ting. But the president and the people advising him know better than we do. Thank you. And to damn Paria, I started in so I'm so quiet talk. I hope you're burning in talk. And we will be COP, you will let anyone. Yes, say. I'm making sure that there should be transformation and modernization. Look, for me, if there were any two decisions made for the past 3 days, I'm a NDC, I kono, the moment to my kosra, aban papa budget can ya ne, so NPP for they are finding it so tough to believe say it's coming from the NDC. Look awesome. For the very first time, the nano mikawo other sister station Accra FM said budget aya kind was still a fan of Fosonomist budget. And on interesting. Ya kasa Fosonomist budget be our kind of a financial tool of a government. And don't mean kind budget around fat to forma. About be our kind budget then you introduce new taxes. And I want to challenge them people say this is the only budget aya kanya or hineba there are no new taxes. No, zero. They do have you. Yan sounds to cry eliminating other taxes. Yeah. And yan budget we know a craft 5 major features a man yes from. Number 1, a forward looking. Budget we dream the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Professor Hank Ewa Butri was stated said the Cocoa Board of Ghana is a financial crime scene. Cocoa Board of Ghana. A crime scene and the NPP. And now I know what I say no. You the Cocoa Board of Ministry of Finance I say because finance ministry na come over Sami to Cocoa. Yeah. Until was a near then it will be. Number 2, The budget is very progressive. Very, very progressive. Because when Sauba taxes are a twa year, and when Krabata hold on, it is either proportional, regressive, or progressive. You can't a tax be a regressive, a punishment here for Mexico for the E-levy. Example. Mamen fa adwuma owura Honorable Julo Debra. Mamen fa say one length. Na men fa do we mu kro mu kwetira de ntiansi mu sabe nkum na men fa Honorable Julo nsi ni sanifa. Se Honorable Julius send 5,000 na mo obi. Not where you levy of 50 Ghana cedis enkano.
Ready.
But abewa na wo mu kro send ba university. No send 2,000 mano. Now catch and so you levy of 20 Ghana cedis. So 20 Ghana no it will back of my 2 days. And to you levy a 2 year a purely regressive. And not a here for a chiro. But only to say regular Debra, so try you levy 55,000 Ghana cedis. I tell you what to your boss na tax no and cannot.
Yeah.
Because a proportional tax obligate you are virtually the same. And this kaka na Toyota Yaris and you pick up na do toll booth. So long as a Toyota Yaris no every saloon car you pay the same.
Once
and a proportional tax.
Yeah.
And now you progressive tax. Progressive tax na say a 12 amount for 2 years and 2 no mbetua no. Ma here phone track etwa na sika phone track kase.
Okay.
Na nam say NDC Social Democratic Party ntino. E wo sete bia won hihye ma here for ho to mo. Enti wo hwa budget abaya. E to ni e wo ma na here for no. Ya kala to na fi ho.
Okay.
Number 1 ya COVID-19. And internet here ni bi ote bonobon is a half. Northern region northeast Savannah. COVID the betwam. But we said 4 years after say COVID betwam no. So here ni nko so COVID-19. It doesn't make economic sense. It's gone. Betting tax. On the number 1 year bi was abon kro. Ghana mabunu create a ma wo. Baby so metime form nko bokro no metime attack betting. No madu bi so a. What's the national bill tax? NDC abanse na say ye socialist ntino. Progressively ya clear fi ho. Number 3 here, the budget is developmentally oriented. A being to duma ho. The kan abura na NPP wa ban mu no. We fe bi omo de bi friend capping policy by. Capping policy ni say
Capping area
alignment. You can say capping to say the washer wuchi you know. Enti utina wo ho no. Nke betima koso ba washer chama utina flatten. Enti say na NPP abanje je to get fund extra heritage fund. To bi obedi bi odi to ni bia. Inse so odi to no ko ba bi anka wo se to ne ko no. O say da bi 60% of to na magye no. Can you that na ho? After 40% ko. Aban bia no hene bo be cap to agye no. O matimo fo ho kire mo. NDC aban say there be efi na ko no. We are going to uncap every tax I budget. And to get fund. Whatever fund bia na NDC aban budget no. Say your health insurance levy, say your get fund, say your road fund no. You get to say the year kwan a e to be ko ba bia e ko. Number 4.
We no. Memfa bi enka ho.
All right.
Capping no.
Right.
Was say was stating say
Okay.
any sika bia ye beje.
Right.
Under this act no 25% of the said you know
Tax
will be
no.
capped.
Will be capped.
Na mame ready baby na obe cap no.
Thank you.
Obe cap 25% from National Health Insurance.
Health insurance,
fund.
okay. Until wait.
Yeah.
Until about health, how about 25%?
25%.
Okay.
Ghana Education Trust Fund.
Education.
Yeah.
25%.
25%.
Okay.
Road Fund.
Road.
25%. Energy Fund.
Energy.
Yeah.
25%.
District Assembly Common Fund.
DACF.
Yeah.
25%.
But we know omo de call court.
Okay.
Ama odifo.
Okay.
Enti one cap
ma ohene ba me yenkyem na tiefo ntia say we kire say abura na NPP aban wo so na ogito so de ba the sayare apomoden a
yeah
ogito 100 Ghana wo se ko sa apomoden no na watim 25% atoken for ata so
yeah
number 2 ogito so de kwa kobom numasu a na watim 25 so da bi sa to we de yen centralize it. Number 3 Odi to so de koya akwan pothole patches dualization. No what 25%.
Yeah.
Number 5, energy sector.
Sure.
And it's Orlando boy game so. Number 5,
Mama fa de aka no so.
Right.
Issue ni na mama. It is this assembly common fund you free mu.
Okay.
Internally generated fund, IGF retention.
Okay.
And 25%.
25%.
Transfers to Ghana National Petroleum Corporation.
Okay.
From petroleum revenue.
Okay.
25%.
Okay.
Youth Employment Agency.
Okay.
25%.
Right.
Student Loan Trust. 25%.
Okay.
Export Development Levy.
Okay.
25%. Ghana Airport Passenger Service Charges. 25%.
Thank you.
Minerals Development Fund.
Okay.
25%.
Thank you.
Ghana Revenue Authority Retention.
Good.
25%.
Good.
And plastic waste recycling fund. And also 25%.
And the difference your budget will be a say a developmentally oriented because Saka Pene course no you be good no. And your me the man no masua apeja no akwan ebe peja energy sector ebe peja local government ebe peja. Number 4 your budget the highly decentralized.
Okay.
Quantity no NPP by us who creative developmental authority. Coastal belts. Northern Development Authority, Northern Development Authority, no creative ministry and how comes in Dano. At the end of the day, NDC for organizing Gumano Yajibo Mobo. And Chaman for a DC, you know, Munia.
Yeah.
NDC said there be South Development Authority near Yaguno.
Yeah.
And to budget and can be full Munsen and they brought back. And to about the Roman Pantamon Pun to Dumano, a tumpon, they got to budget near all inclusive in character. The Americans say, they made them. Ghana so far in population now 13.2% or more made them.
Yeah.
Until Ghana population now 33.something million. Yeah, already them in 13.2%. And this year, by say, Obi Bia already them out so called tertiary institution no. From 3rd to 4th year and untia simple and capre. Eti Obi already them on le. Sikani and who changing current tertiary institution no. Budget here NDC a no. Be mad then before come on to school more. It is not enough somebody done about do senior high school. So go senior high school you know payment. What is the next step? And to budget here no. Obi bia what did them we share me no. Say 2028 over to aba. Can you say since 1992 the first political party in Ghana agree say no amadi dem so no university here. We call tertiary NDC. We do have bill. And we be to call free SHS now pass it all right.
Yeah.
But pass free SHS here. Admission fee make you for the first year no. Demand. NDC aban say from 2025 go you know. Obi be a call tertiary. Obi nya admission no. Admission fee make you first year no. Free. Only by me call University of Ghana come what. Now I'll tell you one thing. University of Ghana, you go ma, the first year na edin. Obia will call university. The difficult part is the first year.
Wow.
So when you university first year, you year, asa. They told me answer. What when you admission fee na you know, or second, third, fourth year no. Abandon the student loan trust fund plus and so ba. No so that boy school fees situa at second, third, fourth year no. Aye easy. Let me help you. All inclusive. Obi ono nso antinyan ko school mechi sanu juma.
Yeah.
National apprenticeship program and also ba. And to find say went to university. Who need them. But person so sanu juma.
Yeah.
And this aban say national bring 300 million Ghana cedi into that. They are also 9 coding program.
Yeah.
Today the world is on the shoulders of ICT. It's no ICT yamudem NDC say we allocating 100 million Ghana cedi for coding program. They are also a policy.
Yeah.
And you are beyond a bit my abanduma. If you are a person entrepreneur, a business owner. And this is say, look, if you are a person, a businessman or woman at a young age, you know, you are allocating 100 million Ghana cedi for a Jumari policy. They are just here. National Women Development Bank.
Sure.
Look, I've said and I'll repeat it. So it means to start for Mahama. What's solving the problem of the country? And this is say, National Women Development Bank, they can't manifest to no. Yankopon yadma by end of 2025 no eba life. So I can remember now we the budget is forward looking, progressive, developmentally oriented, decentralized, and all inclusive in character.
Okay.
Way and ama union MPP for so far now. Atansi.
Meda se B.O.T. Yeda so ewo mu a yedi enkomo na dwumadi no na yegu so no. Ene mame fa happy birthday we emfa emma opani bia nyame eya adoma odi na woda ochena. Mira Francis Boateng ochena nyame ya adoma wa woda. Happy birthday in advance to you. Obetumi afre no Body Jones. Na yewra Body Jones. Ana Body Jones. O adudu ni me pa. O munim no papa. Yewra Body Jones. Ana say Francis Boateng aka Body Jones. Nyame eya adoma ochena wa woda. Yesre twedi ampon ema wo say. Wama wa woda yi enwie peye. Wama nyame mfa serie enhye wafunumu mama mo. Na wama anidie enhye wafunumu ma. Oma ayreho nto kwantimfi da. Wama ayreho nkwa chichichichiri enko atamfo so. Na wama anidie enya wodea ewo ebra esem. Yewura Francis Boateng aka Body Jones otwedi amponyame wonhyirawo na wonye wo kese. Mame mfa entia emu oden emfama eye Alhaji Adam Jibrin. Alhaji Adam Jibrin eye penia. Wadu na CEO and chairman Edma company aye friend Adfat group of companies. Adfat group of companies. Na ye friend Honorable Adam Jibrin. Twedi amponyame onhyira no papa yi ni dwumakuo no eso papa. Contract ahodo a waye no Ghana mu no. Esewani enso ka kire. Mimpo de me pese energy sector no. Wajibe 50% enkanka solar. Yewra yamfa wo solar na ye solar ma ye ne yina mahode no. Enyina so papa emwa ema ni noma entumi nkoso ena mita bodamfo no a champion man besesa gu ye so no a etumri kache resemble to no. Yama wunyi sa mita ni nyina mfu mfa mita papa ebeboa yen emfamra no kwasem yama panin fa mita papa Yewra John Dramani Mahama mita no ane ye ka se eduru data ma ebe reading number eduru anajo a na aye yi no yama Honorable Adam Jibrin, CEO and chairman of the Adfat group of companies emfa emra na yeri beje pa. Yewra Samson Asaki Ewingobet atrase ono so ede ne remarks ede betu bia yewia ye be fa some of them nsem no asisi mu ne bi na afi yadoma suko mako miwura me mo akwa ba betoma ho
minia be ma meju so mechia ahwefo NT4 em say me say above TV and radio.
Oh yes.
Na minia B.O.T mechia no mejidi say mesre Amampi John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, and then the Vice President, Her Excellency, Jane Nana Opoku Ajama, and the Honorable Finance Minister Atufoshen. Say Omutimia, and I know they can do it. Pow, right? Pow B.O.T. No far the 2025 budget no. No call region by region. Now on mumu for explanatory person no.
Okay.
No okasa no also o church budget no. And I am for budget no every region to explain.
Okay.
Let the people understand what the budget really entails.
On my B.O.T yes aduma.
On my B.O.T yes aduma no. Because he understand or to be interpreted for a lay person now one economics person. What you say? Until me just say omuti. Jubilee House, if you can say no, omuti pa. Omama B.O.T. Until call all the regions no. No explaining. Only a summer baku entry.
Na say. Maybe a message say. Finance Minister. Say obey here. Head of Corporate Affairs. Any PRO.
Yeah.
One say adwuma ya ye. Ye mu dodo no ano any sikasem background. Me a science student and I'm a be in training. Enti minim sikasem background. Science minim, but eba sikasem minim. And I yen century for do no ano over 90% of us no. Say bi mu ye secondary economics kakrakra. But about the details of it no ya ni nim. Enti se wo do obi kwakotra so ye ho se kwana kwa corporate affairs director. na nipa ne kɔ ne wɔnim sikasɛm toto yɛ otumi kasa mɛte ase a budget ne deɛ ɔbɛyɛ wɔde bɛba ɔbɛka borɔfo akyerɛkyerɛ mu ɛmfusi aga ɛwɔ sɛ wonyɛ obi a onim di a obɛtumi afa budget na akyerɛkyerɛ mu nipa te ase
ɔmfa dan yɛ kurom kasa
no and B.O.T can just do that job yes
deɛ ɛm sɛ wogye menum sama kasa ɛnɛ sɛ ɛne dɛ ɛm sɛ ɛnɛ mekɔ program bi wɔ ɛm sɛ Metro TV ɛne mede ka sɛ President Mahama mesira no paa he's yet to pick board of directors to support the most especially the state-owned enterprises. On picking people with the background interest. Or more, if you are taken to a specific board, you should make sure that you understand the technicalities of that board, of the institution now you are going there. No? So that's because you are going to advise and give policy direction to the top management for them to implement it. And so if they appoint you to a board, then you don't understand what they are doing there. And the Uko board now, what will be your contribution? Just that you are interested of going to the board and taking your board allowance, but not that you are going to contribute something significantly to help the CEO and the management to achieve the ultimate objective and say, you must be profitable. What do you say? And see, Mr. Nopa, every board, every industry, every sector, no, making sure not. I know party functionaries are there. Everyone wants to be appointed, want to be recognized, but we are at the crossroads. So you need very technical, competent people to help your CEO. Because let me need say, or share the CEOs. Say those fancy time no. If you have been appointed, there will be KPIs for you. We will not assess you in this 2025. But in 2026, where they will do in 2025, that's your whole, you had a whole opportunity, a whole year to come out with your policies, to implement your policies. Tell us what you'll be able to do. Minister of Finance, on my TSSA, they will appoint external auditors to always have a year, come and audit, tell them what you have done with your money. We are, document no, should get to him. And the president also made it clear that if the report comes, I will also come and sit down and listen so that they will take every institution and what you'll be able to do. If it is achievable, if you continue. If you are not doing well, then the road is there. You can't just be there because your government is in power. You will be exited. And I think it's a caution. I think it's also a warning. And I think it's a motivation that the president wants to empower you, to challenge you, to put more than your best in wherever you find yourself. Wherever they say they are making losses, if you find yourself there, he or she there, make sure that by in 2026, you stand tall. And I'm sure the institution that is not doing well in 2026, if you are doing well, I expect the president to say they should give you a standing ovation. What do you say? To encourage others to live up to expectation. That is the way to go. My main country say, my chair, Honorable Atufoshin, so Tia. Now, my chair, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, for appointing or nominating Atufoshin to be the Minister of Finance. Besides the identity because Hassan. Atufoshin, since I set up my institution, the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana. This year, April this year, 31st of April this year, it will be 11 years old. Until my budget industry, I think 2014 when I set up the Importers and Exporters Association, now Honorable Setekwe Minister. October, Honorable Ken Oforeta Nebaye, he has gone about 6.5 years and more than 7.5, right? Because Antabayano, he couldn't even reach 1 year. It was 6 months. Then he exits, isn't it? So the longest finance minister I came across was Ken Oforeta. In his budget, I have never seen him going to any of the market. In fact, the only thing that I saw that Ken Oforeta went around regional engagement was the e-levy time. E-levy. And you ask yourself, at the end of the day, the e-levy that they were projecting, no, I'm sure the amount of money they used in doing the regional engagement, no, was even more than the e-levy that they collected. So, but Atufoshin went to the market to listen to the market women, their complaints, their concerns. What are they expecting the government to do? And when he was going to, knowing that the deputy minister designate, by God's grace, they will approve him. And President Mahama was swearing him. I think yesterday he was sworn in. He took him along. That shows that he's ready to cooperate and work with him, whoever is coming. Okay. You know that there are sometimes minister will there and he will even silence his deputy. You know about that?
What's it? Mr. What's it? I'm reading from page 20, paragraph 25 of the budget. What's it, Mr. Speaker? The 2025 budget is, okay, my main kind from 26. What's it? As part of our broad consultation ahead of the budget, we recently engaged traders at the major trading centers, including the Mokola market, to listen to their concerns, gauge their expectation, and elicit their input. 27. Was it, Mr. Speaker? The extensive consultation revealed that the overriding concern among the Ghanaian traders and the business communities remain price and exchange rate instability. Yeah.
So core market, no. One of the cardinal points was share maybe a very young lady.
Sure.
And I can say, oh, maybe about less than 2 weeks ago, maybe top item it was about 1,300 or something. And then Baba do her, they say 1,700 because the escrow in the air day, a cost. Until the market women were complaining that. So by your budget, I best stabilize the city as against the foreign currency. Or not the exchange rate, no kind of. Over your budget, you have my inflation and back from boom until Upazo tear. I jump up budget no the buy now and kuma top budget no the buy now.
Yeah.
That is where you remember President Mahama came to have Parliament, his sonal address, and the 2-day economic dialogue. They made it to understand say we are spending over $300 to $400 million importing frozen chicken to this country. Until we compare the big push, no. The big push is about agriculture transformation agenda.
Sure.
To make sure the infrastructure, agriculture, mechanization farming, commercialized farming, we will produce more. If you produce more, bro, and the soya beans, we will take for poultry production to feed the Ngukwa Ketekitino. Or some was to say everywhere Ngukwa Ketekitino. What did I say? So that if at all in the next 1 to 2 years time, that Ghana, half of the $400 million, no, you have better frozen chicken our Ghanaian market.
Sure.
Now the difference, no, the gap, we will then bring half of the other remaining $2 million Ghana cedis, no, I mean 200 million, no, from Europe. Our city stability will come. Yes, no, because we are spending $400 million importing frozen chicken. If even by 2 years, if half of that 400 million, no, we have the capacity here that we can buy up to 50% or even let's say 40% crop from the local market because they cannot produce up to 100% in 2 or 3 years time.
Okay.
But at least you have to say 40% or 50%. Then the importer will be given the opportunity to bring the rest of the 50% to show up. My brother, our CD will be very stable.
Wow.
Yeah, on my paying I say we are spending over $2 billion importing a Diani Ebaha. You can't do any, you can't more.
Wow.
$2 million notes. If by 2 years time to come, and we are spending even 1 billion, 2 billion, no million, 2 billion. We are spending 1 billion to import, and 1 billion we are getting that amount from a more commercialized rice farmers in this country. No, it will stabilize our city total. Now, if we produce more and we have surplus, Africa continental free trade, yes, so EDB other countries, they find the export.
Wow.
And they have process to inject back into our economy. If another at all, so Mamina no or sue market to say me come back home because I don't know what to do. No, what it means say the 51 billion women development bank no or buy no. Say yeah implementation na. Kasa da no ka minister baka mami ene bawro ha. Ko kachiro o how. So wo de so ko to village economics. Nti o mama ono ohwere 400 Ghana cedis. Me will call man 1,000. or a man of 2,000, he will buy double of what he was coming to buy. Then he will go back. She will be smiling. That woman in that women development bank no, don't need someone like Asake, who is well known with my face alone. May come back now. Because if the Asake is the one who's come to guarantee any this kind of amount, they don't need Asake to come there. They don't need that woman who have no house to say go and bring Asase krata and not fear krata kinchira and I say car and a moto kinga kofa sad a Japadeno paper embra for guarantee before the amount. That is a how audible free women's and to no case. Sign upon a ditcha, the back school, or no super to biscuit, no to sa calipono. Man was there, or Costco on so no biscuit. A crowd of Costco also. Miwa. Sure. And so a bit to be no catcher say, no, this budget, there is nothing there. For me, Asake, where I sit, as church for penny, and I know how much we take out to importer, and I know what the importers' main headache, and give us stability of the city, give us due policy, give us exchange fixed rate at the port. Say, and then 15 cities next week, custom are using 18 cities. It doesn't make predictability. And boy, you ready for no. The person say, 40 minister, 40 cities will have 40 cities that will run for like 6 months. Or 1 year, subject for review, so that the importer or the business person can predict. Quite apart from that, business people, we
want to be prediction.
You can predict.
Let's take it as it's okay. Open so called mobile phone way. Mobile phone as a laptop here, see me. Okono. Ebiana, when say ye laptop here ba kwa. Mami, you should the normal price is me 10,000 cedis. So ebia. Uyi laptop ya ebia ye bejo ebia 2,000 cedis as ebia duty obey me wo ebia 1 month me de bekra amana ba bedru. Can it happen say within 1 month na sasa?
Of course within a week ebet be sasa to say any Thursday on. Okay, assuming say last Friday wa kwaji duty. Okay, customer using 12 cedis in calculated duty. Me for assumption. Now this thing was maybe 20,000. Or remember you said 20,000 no. This today Friday. Minimum Monday. Number edit no. Yeah. Maybe me 20 or B.O.T. or better name or he promised that he will pay you before even Monday morning. Yeah. Or Monday morning before 12 o'clock. Now Monday morning, Monday evening, B.O.T. on Friday morning buy. Maybe B.O.T. or the chicken baba Tuesday morning. When if you get back to the port and they say that no, they are no more using customers, no more using 12 cities, but they are using 14 cities. In calculating the duty, and what it means that they have to do because you didn't pay, so they have to do what we call it a post entry to correct the system for it to reflect that prevailing rate. What it means to say you have to go and cough 2 cities times 20,000. So that means, yes, that's it. You don't know. So you can't predict. That is why if someone or BBC America do gonna send a duty, you can't give the person fixed rate, actual figure. Because
but say at least you hear for 6 months. Say you bet me a review in that.
Say 3 months. 3 months. Correct. Now he's also said he will reverse the side decoupling get fund and health insurance. No, that's why we've been crying since Ken Ofuru Etabaye.
That corporate and the health insurance, NHI, no, I did that.
Yes, because it used to be part, the get fund and the health insurance used to be part of the VAT. Until say me kofa car bar, now my car due to 5% in brand new car. Now maybe the car cost is 100,000. If the government calculates 5% of 100,000, that's the import duty. They will add about 100,000, so make it maybe it is 15,000. So it becomes 115,000. No, so 115,000. Then they will take. It used to take. I think they get fund at that time VAT import duty. So VAT import duty, no. If it used to be 17 cities or 17.5 crown per get fund, no, and health insurance used to be here. So they will calculate it on the 115 cities, no, 15,000, no. Then that is it. But what they did from 2017 was that they said no, do 12.5 of the VAT alone, add it back on the 5 plus the 5% that you've calculated and got no.
Yeah.
So you do 12.5, whatever figure you get, you add to the import duty no plus the VAT. Then you then do 2.5 get fund, add it back, then do 2.5 health insurance, add it back. Then you then come to do net get fund, net health insurance.
Hey.
Yes. So he's saying that will be reversed. And he's going to engage. That was where we
said
asked
something here. I'm coming. Page 2 of the budget.
Yes.
Paragraph 6. Was it, Mr. Speaker, with this budget, I will also be seeking a review of the following act to support the policies of the government aimed at stabilizing the economy and promoting inclusive growth.
Yes.
1. Petroleum Revenue Management Act. 2011,
Yes.
Act 815.
Yes.
Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund Act.
That it may
2014.
Yes.
Minerals Income Investment Fund Act. 2018.
Yes.
Energy Sector Levies Act. That's 2015.
Yes.
Ghana Cocoa Board Act.
Yes.
1984. PND's Law 81.
Yes, 81. It has used
And its amendment.
Yes.
Earmarked funds and capping. Earmarked Fund Capping and Realignment Act.
Yes,
2017.
All the year capping for 25% now.
Public Procurement Authority Act.
Yes.
2003.
Need to be
And
amended.
Ghana Education Trust Fund, Get Fund Act.
Yes.
And Fiscal Responsibility Act.
I think there was
And
Ghana Revenue.
Revenue Administration Act. Yeah. So he's going to amend all of them.
Exactly.
Say, reversing all these things.
Good.
Okay.
So what we are asking, where I sit, currently the 2023 budget, no, or 2024 budget, we saw a 2.5% VAT increment, making import VAT at the port right now 15%. 15%. So if they will add get fund and health insurance, 2.5 is 5%. No, so. So if they add to the VAT, then now it become 20% VAT. Are we going? Will they give us input and output? Because I remember when they introduced the 3% flat rate, they said we were no longer entitled for the output. So as we speak now, it's a cost. There's a 6% cost there that business community have been struggling. So if he's going to do that, I'm happy that he's going to engage. So when he comes to the engagement, we will also tell him areas that we think that he can meet us halfway. We'll also meet him halfway.
Let's tackle this one. Benchmark value. The government, the previous government, introduced a benchmark value on items. Okay, me phone we 1,000 Ghana, but maybe I'll call marketer 1,500. But me call and say no man to me dia. You hear ne boso na baso me nya 1,000 Ghana. All the banner be do aban say okay. We also told you 1,000 Ghana, but me share international market no 1,500.
Yes.
So I am not going to accept your 1,000 Ghana. We also have documents to show, but I am going to introduce the benchmark for it. So you are going to pay a duty of either 1,003 or 1,004. Who anything like this on forcing this thing? Is it going to maintain it? And that's what the year from.
No, that was why I said that that benchmark value was fakadab. It was 419 because Ade because globally,
okay,
the World Trade Organization, which we are part of, we are signatories to it. Miranda says, as I as to present my documents, invoice list, parking list, way bills, receipt of payment, whatever.
Okay.
So accept my transactional value. What they were doing is they were not accepting any, and the NPP at that time, they were not accepting any business person transactional values. So what do you think about it? Say, 100,000 and you have 200,000. And yes, that was what was happening. And the people started taking the goods to Togo and other places.
Yes.
Then they say, okay, we will give you 50%. So 200,000, 50%, then they come back to calculate your normal actual value. So what we will plead with Atufosh and say, he really wants revenue. Because if you look at those e-levy, COVID levy, and other he's trying to scrap them, he's going to lose, even though he has reduced tax refund. There's a fund called tax refund policy, where he says reducing from 6% to 4% to cover areas that he has abolished. Yet we still need money. He should get a third custom that accept every business person transaction value. Look, everybody will comply. Everybody. You don't need to even, everybody will comply. Know that Ghana government is accepting transaction value. You will see the kind of revenue, the revenue that they will rake for this country. You will come back to the Asake. You were like a soothsayer.
Wow.
So, all what we need at the port is give us fixed rate, accept transactional values, and you are good to go. Inflation will come down. Exchange rate will come, the stability will be there if we actually implement the policies that we saw. The minister also introduced sanitary part.
Yeah.
So sanitary part, do you know the number of jobs that we are going to create in this country?
Sanitary part.
I'm telling you.
Free sanitary part.
Because companies that are into sanitary part production here should give the fair choice. If you cannot produce to satisfy, then we import. So they will increase production. And they will pick workers. So, say, a bit said, they say 24-hour economy on Kahwe. What again? The agri transformation agenda is the 24-hour economy. The Women Development Bank is the 24-hour economy. The sanitary part is the 24-hour economy. Labor, I've never seen any of their ADS that they said that they will support Ghanaians who want to leave the source of Ghana. They will go to under memorandum of understanding with some countries like the US, the UK, and other jurisdictions that our brothers and sisters want to go there and work, because after higher education, if you are not getting the job for the person here, help the person get memorandum of understanding with some cities in the US and the UK metropolis, then they will go and work. If you are able to help these people, because I know many people who have taken these young girls and boys money, parents will deceive them, they will go and sell their parents' property, they will take in the name of getting them job in Europe, then they squander the money and it become chaotic in homes.
Sure.
So if government now say, look, I will do get like the Cuba is doing. Cuba is training more doctors. I went to Philippines and I told President Mahama when he came to Temaport at the time when he was a presidential candidate for NDC. I said I went to Philippines. Filipinos are to see. If you go to America, Filipinos are there are nurses. If you go to America, Filipinos are training seamen and nurses. If you go to UK, if you go to US, seafarers. Seafarers. So I told President Mahama, if you come, what I want to do, and we have the workforce. Ghana, as we stand now, we have the workforce who have no job.
It's cheap.
So what can we do? Just give resources to the Regional Maritime University. And every time I want to talk about Regional Maritime University, and I'm told that tomorrow the Regional Maritime University will be doing a matriculation. Students matriculation. I mean, they've taken fresh students. But the point here is, I know the government is listening. And I'm told that the Minister of Transport will be there tomorrow as a guest speaker. The Regional Maritime University for the past 3 to 4 years now is having an acting president. Whereby the vice chancellor of the Regional Maritime University is solely candidate for Ghanaian. We have 5 countries that constitute that Regional Maritime University. Yes. So that 5 countries, Ghana, Liberia, Cameroon, Gabon, and another country. We have 5 countries. In one of the country, Liberia, Liberian is the one who's now our acting vice chancellor in the university. Yet Liberia have gone to build Liberian Maritime Academy. So how the person was, what was the reason? The reason was that when we have 5 countries from the Regional Maritime University, every year, every country pay a subscription for the running of the school. So do you think if today Liberia has put up their school, would they continue contributing to Ghana?
Not at all.
Would they continue to contribute their quota to Ghana?
No.
They have a full-fledged academic, maritime academy now in Liberia. Yet we have allowed the Liberian to be here. What pains me, I am a former student of the school. That's why I did my master's. The top management, the top 5, the rector, the provost, the registrar, the finance controller are all foreigners.
Wow.
Yes. Are all foreigners. The Ghanaian academians, lecturers who are there are just common lecturers. They don't take management decision. Yet Ghana is the major contributor of the school. There was a Ghanaian professor, Professor Ellis Owu, was interdicted some 4 years ago.
Why?
And we for just a flimsy excuse or petitions, and we asked the Liberian professor or doctor to act. Till that, there was interviews. The current Ghana Maritime Authority boss, Dr. Kamaldeen, was one of the candidates. There is a professor in the Maritime University, a Ghanaian professor, was also a candidate. Today, Kamaldeen has been appointed at Ghana Maritime Authority.
Yeah.
The professor is at the university now. They should appoint him now because for 4 years, Ghana have no contribution in the Regional Maritime University. Yet, we are the major contributor for fund and resources for the school. So I said, I think that President Mahama, please, this one they do for me. Let your transport minister appoint the professor. Because you cannot have 5 the 5 countries, each country should have a rep in the top management. And the overall boss or the president is supposed to be a Ghanaian and a Ghanaian lecturer. Then the board chair is rotate each countries. This time I have not gone to read. I don't know which country is hosting the board chair of the school now, but it's the ministers of transport who constitute the board of directors.
Okay.
So every year one minister becomes the board chair of the academic board or of the university. I hope you get it. Of the council, you call them council, right? Good. So as we speak now, the top 5 in the Regional Maritime now are all foreigners. And I count again. I said the vice chancellor, the provost, the registrar, the financial controller, and there is another department. All the top 5 are either in Cameroon, either in Liberia, either a Gabon, and I think Gambia also. Yes, I think Gambia is part of us. 5 countries. No Ghanaian in the top management of the university. So when I saw that labor issue, and I said, then what I was proposing to President Mahama, then the minister made my day. Why? Because at the Regional Maritime University, Ghana Maritime Authority is responsible for maritime training. So they will prepare the course and the Regional Maritime and give to the Regional Maritime University, and they will train them, the cadets, those who want to be electricians, those who want to be artisans like welders. There are carpenters in the vessel. There are cooks. There are nurses. Huh? So we can train these people. So when I saw the entrepreneurship training too as well, I said, this one then hallelujah. Let them, Ghana Maritime Authority, go and test the people. If you are a seafarer, if you are a seaman, if you are, and then you are holding Ghana Maritime Authority certificate, because the pass is like a passport. Every international shipping company, you are a hot cake. The way they like students, why is the Gambians, Gabons, even Gabon is not even part of, it's not part of our they are coming to this school. They are coming here. Many countries are coming here. Nigeria, do you know Nigeria has a maritime academy? Yet Nigerians come to Ghana through the Regional Maritime. If you have a certificate and you know that you are trained from the Regional Maritime University and you've been licensed by the Ghana Maritime Authority, you have a job quick. So we can train more apprenticeship training that we are talking about now. They should let Ghana Maritime Authority do their courses for them, let them go through, then they give them certificate of competence. Oh my brother, we will export. Look, do you know Filipinos? Over $400 million repatriation every year from sea. Yes, if you want tomorrow, Fred Transport Minister and now Fred the Brigadier General at Ghana Port Authority, tell them that is give you a harbour pass. Go to MPS, go to a GPHA where the ships bed. See the cement. The cement that came with the vessel. No, if there are 18 in on board, I'm telling you, 10 of them or more will be Filipinos.
Okay.
Will be Filipinos.
Yeah,
that alone is a game changer. So when I heard NPP people talking about, and then the betting tax that if abolished is also good, the e-levy is good. So when I heard the NPP people talking about this will not be, now I was like, okay, so you know that they haven't done so much, yet you have paid $12 million for Kwaligo multipurpose dam. That was going to be a game changer.
Yeah.
Yet you pay 12 million. You look into God and pay and pay $12 million to somebody without no job done.
Not even a single break.
You have paid $58 million. $58 million to the biggest manhole at around Parliament here.
Yeah.
For no job done. For no job done. Do you know $12 million what the young man in Africa did? He has spent the same amount of money and put up a huge multi-purpose tomatoes factory. Very soon, very, very soon. If not for the sake of John Mahama going to Burkina Faso and spoke to his colleague, his counterpart there,
yeah,
they will ban that no fresh tomatoes will come. If you have ever traveled to Bolga, from Tamale going to Bolga through a Wali road to Bolga, Navrongo to Burkina Faso, you will see empty trucks. Some few years ago, they said when they are going, they used to ambush them and rob them, take their money. Our women from Techima and wherever goes there with long trucks to buy fresh tomatoes from Burkina Faso. So the tomatoes you and I are eating in the house, the tomatoes that they grind for it to eat the kunu, is coming from Burkina Faso. Today, that raw tomatoes. Tomorrow, with the purpose of that factory that young man spent $12 million to set up, no, they will say they are going to add value. They are adding value. Don't take raw tomatoes out and cross the border again. They will come. They just ban wheat. Do you know wheat?
Yeah.
Flour, bakery, bread.
Yeah.
Do you know that Ghana here we don't have wheat? We import wheat from them. It was banned. Recently, President Mahama went. The ambassador to Sahel, what Sahelian or what do you call it? Ambassador Bavolati done the interview and said clear that because John Mahama has gone there to play with the young man, and the young man now allowed it to come. But how long can we continue pleading? So if these people who paid $12 million for no job done at Kwaligo multipurpose dam, do you know what Kwaligo multipurpose dam would have done? Would have given us power, then also would have used it for irrigation farming.
Yeah.
You have made one single person, the whole Ghana to benefit. No, you have given everything to one person who have not done anything.
From here.
And you come to call a budget that will bring confidence. You will see the city will be stabilized in due course, and you will see we are all in this country.
Okay. Thank you very much, Yewura Samson Asaki Awingo Bet.
Yeah, the answer many na ibesi ha. Yeah, there was a 7-year break and home. The answer many na bana we. Subscribe to channel no. You are doing to the comment section. Like na share you made ma afofro and kabi.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.